Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got breaking news. Bryant Gumbel is currently hospitalized in New York City after some sort of medical emergency. This is according to you-know-who, TMZ. Sources with direct knowledge says that the former Today co-host was transported Monday just after 9 p.m. from his Manhattan apartment building. We're told that first responders had Bryant on a gurney as they left the building and took him to a nearby hospital where he remains as of Tuesday afternoon, actually as of Tuesday evening. It's unclear what happened to the 77-year-old broadcasting legend, but we do know he is still getting treatment. TMZ had reached out to Bryant Gumbel's reps for comment. So far, no word back. They spoke to a family member who said that Bryant is okay, but wouldn't reveal any further details about his condition. Bryant Gumbel formerly served as co-host of NBC's long-running morning show for 15 years. First with Jane Polly and Katie Couric. He was also a sportscaster and host for HBO's acclaimed investigative series, Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel. His older brother, Greg, who was also a broadcaster, primarily in sports, died last year at the age of 78. This is a developing story, and we are hoping that Bryant pulls through. He's one of the more classy dudes in media and throughout Hollywood. His brother, as I just mentioned, died just last year at the age of 78. I know that's up in age, 78, 77, 78 is up in age. But damn, man, with all of this technology, you would think that we could hit those 80s and 90s easily, you know? You would think. And here's the deal, fam. I know we could, because when's the last time a former president died in his 70s? I'll wait. These guys live to be forever, you know? And that is because they get better health care than we do. We pay their taxes and they get better health care than we do. They get better protection under the law than we do. The more I study politics, fam, the more I become enraged. Yeah, man, I become enraged. And this is why I know that if I pursue politics, I'm gonna have to have it on me every day. I gotta have it on me, and I'm gonna have to have some people around me who I can really trust, because this country is really truly led by the wicked. Think about it, fam. At every single turn, every single major institution that we have in this country is tainted. You don't have confidence in one institution, including the clergy. Think about it, fam. You don't even have confidence in religion. It's messed up. Yeah. Look at Marvin Winans. Look at him. Marvin Sapp. Marvin's just clowning. But look at how they're behaving. Running more people off from the church. Every single institution. Look at education. They run good teachers off every day. Go into the medical field, and you'll have good nurses. And then next thing you know, that good nurse is no longer there, because that good nurse either got fired because he or she spoke up, or they got tired and they quit because they couldn't stand seeing all of the malpractice, the medical malpractice. Yeah, man. Look at law. Yeah, man, being wicked, it's more acceptable. Like you're in the club. If you can be wicked, you're in the club. Look at law enforcement. They want us to snitch. But when it comes to situations involving a law enforcement officer having to speak up, they're mute. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to say. And they run that double standard in our face. Like, we slow. Like, yo, do as we say, not as we do. You look at your politicians, you know what you think about them. Congress, half of them own slaves. Half of their mamas, their grandpappies, not mamas, but their grandpappies and grandmammies and great-grandpappies and great-grandmammies own slaves. Yeah, this is why it was so hard to end slavery. Why would you end something you started when you're getting paid? Oh yeah, man, it was hard for them to break that. And this is why they gave reparations to the Confederates. Did you know that? They gave former slave owners reparations after the Civil War. Ain't that interesting? Absolutely. So they gave the people who committed the greatest atrocities known to man, and women, and children. They gave them reparations with no problem. Wasn't no fighting, wasn't no protesting, wasn't any boycott. They just stroked the check. To the oppressors, the abusers, the antagonists, the murderers, the rapists, the thieves, and the people who were violated got nothing and were told to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Anyway, fam, Bryant Gumbel, I hope he has a speedy recovery, because, man, our legends are dropping like flies. No more talk.